The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down. G-Wade Podcast, kicking it alongside with my man Deacon Dirty. And we got family in the building. I was going to say a special guest. It's a special guest, but it's more family than anything because it's the homie I grew up with. I don't even know how to what you want me to call you right now. You want me to call you Tony?
Fat
You want me to
Tony.
go with back in the day, Fat Tony? You want me to go with Tony Martin? Anthony? What you want to be called?
You can call me. Well, let's do it like this. Call me Drac, because that's my name in the motorcycle world.
D-R-A-C.
C-K.
Drac.
Mm-hmm. Short for Dracula.
All right. So I'm learning something right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's back it up way back. We can go way back. Way back. You said, man, let's get on the mic. Let's chop it up. Let's get into who we are, how long we've been on each other, which has now been,
Oh my God. Let's say
40 years.
I would say maybe longer than that. Let me think.
I came around Kennedy Street when I was going to the 4th grade.
Right. So shout out to Kennedy Street of
Uptown,
Washington D.C.
DC all day. Everybody know me in Atlanta. Know I rep DC hard.
Right.
I've never slacked on where I come from. You know what I'm saying? How many years is that? From 12 to
a long time.
It's been a minute, bro.
So I think when we first met, I think we used to play football together or something like that.
But I was down the hill, so I didn't meet y'all at first.
Right.
The first person I met around the way was John.
Okay.
R.I.P. to John.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And his mom and his sister.
Right, Venus
and Sabrina, yeah.
Now, when you met John, was he living?
He was living on Missouri.
That's correct.
Yeah,
right, on the other
apartments,
side of Kennedy. Okay,
right.
Mm-hmm. And he was at Rudolph with you, right?
He was at Rudolph too, right?
Okay.
So he was the first person, and black. And then somewhere along the line, I think when the summer was over, when school started, is when I met Black.
Okay. And that was probably because y'all were always in the same grades. Remember?
Right.
You was y'all caught me.
Like, slow down. You like, I'm gonna let y'all catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I had to wait on y'all.
He was nice, so he was always nice. You know what I'm saying? That's funny.
So I like I said, the memories that I remember is I think when we kind of hung out with Sean Reeves and all them
right.
in country, and then your brother.
Well, my brother, because my brother didn't really hang out like that. Like,
really? Because I just always remember him and Mo and
Willis.
And all them.
He hung with Wayne that lived under the liquor store. Right. Under the liquor store, right.
I forgot the name of
No,
that.
he was above. He was above. Yeah, I remember that.
I thought because remember we would go to the window and we'd be like,
oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. Because
Yeah.
Sabrina ended up moving into that apartment.
Right.
John's sister. Right. Wow, that's crazy.
You taking it way back.
It's coming back to me now, bro.
Right. But like I said, what I can remember is back then we looked at y'all was like the guys down the hill.
Because we were down the hill.
Right. We was like
I felt
up the
less
hill.
than down
right.
the hill.
You were telling me about that, man. You was like,
I did, bro. I felt like we was poor, bro.
Right.
Well, let me put it this way. I didn't. My pastor just years ago said that they didn't know they were poor until somebody told them. And so I was just living. You know what I'm saying? Me, my brother, my cousins. We all lived in the building. And John.
right.
And went to school, no nothings until I went up the hill. And the moment I went up the hill, I was like, oh, this is different. I went to Black's house first because he lived on first place.
Correct.
And I was like, okay, he in an apartment. That's what I remember.
But they just happened to own the
they
building.
They just happened to own the
right.
joint. And there was only 2 in there.
Right, exactly.
And I was like, okay, so we the same. And then I met y'all, and I don't know how.
I want to say it's remember we were the younger between your brother, Willis, and all. Remember, they used
were
to play
older.
football first. And we'd come up there to the park. Just to watch them a little bit. They might let you play a little bit. Then they kick us off. Then the big boys play. Then eventually they start saying, okay, we need to make it even. They might let you play.
Right.
Let me play.
We sitting on the sidelines just hoping
we get our chance. You know what I mean?
Let us in, coach. You know
exactly. So
wow, that's funny because I don't remember outside of that. I don't remember the order of which.
I want to say it started off as like more kind of like the
casual.
Sports, and also going up to the rec. Remember back then we were hanging up at the
rec.
Right,
exactly.
Right. They even had skating. They had a little bit of everything. So we go up there and stuff like that. And
Okay, yeah, I remember. I used to do gymnastics.
Right.
Up there. I used to be able to do all the flips.
I wasn't talented at all, so I couldn't do nothing but watch y'all like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's funny.
But, yeah, I think like you told me that like when you got up to our house, you felt different. Like you thought like
I knew, not just felt, I knew it was different.
We were rich, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Like, you know, like I think
like in the dark.
we looked at it as okay, when we had house, we was just making it.
Hey, listen, when you come from off of Kennedy Street,
right,
and you go up to Madison,
right,
Longfellow,
right,
maybe even Mill Morrison,
right? Exactly.
I remember the streets, bro.
And the streets get the houses a little bit better.
Get a little better each time you go up, and I'm like, dang, we down here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But
and all of y'all came down there to hang, and then y'all go home,
right? Because
we stuck on the.
And see, that's the thing. We used to think. Y'all had it so much better. Y'all got everything right there.
The store, Tom's,
exactly. The
Brewhall, the arcade joint.
You know, so it was cool. But now, that's when I started looking at life different. Okay. Because the same way
we're circa what? What you like elementary or in junior high?
I want to say maybe around junior high.
Okay.
Because the same way you felt like meeting us, although we only 2 blocks away.
Right.
You looked at us like we had it better. I used to look at the guys on the northeast side of like that.
Across North Capitol.
Exactly.
Right.
I used to think they had it so much better.
Yeah, Cherie and them.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Tammy, then
that's
Eric
funny. I'm
Washingtons
remembering them.
And all those guys.
And the little young kid, what's one that got ended up getting murked because he got into the game? Floyd, what was his name?
No, Dale, I think.
Little dark skin,
right,
skinny
exactly.
kid.
His sister was oh God, you taking me way. I don't want to say it's
because they all live like in that little row,
that little section.
Yeah.
That was like a nice little family oriented area, but
which was right across the street.
Right, exactly. But that's how I started looking at things. Looking at it's psychological.
Yeah,
because
it's all in the mind
to kind of. Not like this person or not like that person.
And we had a certain mentality though. Let's be for real.
Right, exactly.
When you was from Northwest, especially when you was uptown, you was already feel like you was like,
yeah, you had a little swag.
We good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Northeast was Bammas.
Right, exactly. That's how we used to look at it back then. But see, now I look at it like, you know, how we had our little sector. You know, you go 2 blocks up this way, which would be us, and then you go 2 blocks over, go across Missouri, you had
Chuck and them, the Drummonds,
and all
right?
Them, which I still talk to.
I see them online from time to time.
Yeah, I still talk to Chuck. He ride motorcycle. He takes some rides.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout outs to Chuck, Tony, Daryl,
right, exactly.
and the other 2,
Jose and Tracy,
Stacy.
Right.
One of the,
the docs.
Yeah.
That was their stepbrothers. And then on the other side, Kenny Williams. Remember Kenny Williams?
I remember. Yeah.
He's actually in my motorcycle club.
Oh, that's what's up. I seen him. Yeah. I saw the picture. Right.
He's my VP. Shout out to Hammer. But when we started all us hanging together, I think like that saying like birds of a feather flock together because although we lived in an area that was kind of bad, but our mentality was not. And we played. Right, we played.
Like, you know, some people be banging on cereal. We got up and went outside and actually played.
We could not stand to be in the house, man.
Heck no.
And I think that was the main thing. We kind of played, you know, you saw the stuff. You remember you saw stuff, guys gambling down right. And they might get into it.